guys, I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit, coming to you with another segment. And guess what? This is the last week that we can enjoy the holidays. I got on my North Pole shirt. You still see I got up some of my decorations. Most of my outdoor decorations have been taken down, but I'm gonna suck it up till the last minute. I hope you guys are doing the same thing too. So, as usual, well, and just in case, because that may not be as usual if this is your first time. If this is your first time visiting the Simply Fit channel, we're here to provide you guys with simple tips and strategies via health and nutrition so that you're able to overcome suicide and depression. And we're on a mission to save 1 million lives by providing these simple tips and strategies. And for those of you that have been with us for several seasons, I really pray that you have been taking advantage of all of the simple tips and strategies, because what I'm going to share in this next segment, well, this current segment that I'm talking to you on, you really, really are going to be not so pleased with yourself if you haven't been doing what I have been sharing with you all. So you guys know, if you've been with us for a while, we have cut our segments down to 20 minutes, so I can't pontificate as much as I would like, so I have to get to the meat and potatoes. And if you're new to the channel, we pretty much have knocked it down to 20 minutes so we can tell you guys what you need to know so you can rock and roll. So with that being said, let me jump right into it. So last week, we share with you guys all of the wonderful things that you need to do. We put a spin on walking if you weren't motivated to continue it past the first or second week of New Year's. Because a lot of times people make the New Year's resolution, which I said last week, and then they drop off. So what I did was I put a spin on walking, which will encourage you to continue to do it. But I did forget, guys, to tell you about the bonus part, because I try to give you guys bonuses so you will stick to the end of the channel. The bonus is, yes, it's still in reference to walking. You want to walk at least 30 minutes. Now with this bonus, it's a three-parter, because you get to walk, you get to be healthy, but now you get to help somebody else and you get to get paid for it. So want to know how that all three of these work together? So you're walking for your health. Someone may have to go out of town. Someone may be recovering from something, whatever the case is, and they cannot take care of their fur baby. If you're not afraid of dogs, you make the decision, small, medium, large, what size you want to handle. If this is something you're interested in, you can actually get paid to help someone else by walking their fur baby. So again, they may be out of town, can't take their fur baby. They may be injured, can't walk their fur baby, and or recovering, or just simply don't want to do it. Well, you can go and help them out 30 minutes, maybe twice, 3 times a week, and you can actually get paid for that. And all you have to do is go to rover.com. All right, so now, with that being said, of being healthy and putting a spin on being healthy and walking, see, now that's a way to encourage you to get your 30 minutes in. Now, I'll help somebody else and I get paid, and while you're doing it, you're not even thinking, I'm walking myself too, not just walking somebody's dog. But that segues us into today's segment. And so being healthy, I did take my notes because I want to make sure I do not forget anything. So when you are taking care of yourself, it really does pay off. However, I know with the way things are going in our society, everybody's rushing. And I'm trying to make things where you're not rushing, you don't feel overwhelmed, and you can take care of yourself where it feels natural and it doesn't feel overwhelming. Because that's where a lot of people stop. They feel rushed, they feel overwhelmed, they forget. And unfortunately, you cannot forget about yourself. As I told you last week, you don't get another body. God didn't make that where it replenishes itself like your hair. Your hair will keep growing. Your body, yes, it'll grow out, but it's not going to grow up. And if something happens to it, that's it. You only got one of them. So you might as well take care of it, and you might as well get paid while you're doing it. So, as I mentioned, walking and being healthy, they are catalysts for you getting paid. So, as I said, we're segueing into this next one. You have to be healthy. I mean, straight up healthy. These tips got you to this point. So, I'm reading from my notes. If you allow your life to save someone else's life, now your body has to be healthy. You can actually get paid for it. Now, this is a serious level of being compensated while helping researchers save lives or many lives, and that is a simple way of donating your stool samples. And I just learned about this. This is nothing new. I just personally recently learned about it, and at first I was like, how do I present this so people know it's not a joke? This donating your stool samples is no different than donating your plasma, donating your blood, donating bone marrow. They're all used to take certain elements out of the blood, out of, or either in some cases with blood transfusions. And that has to be clean too. Your blood has to be clean. You have to be healthy. So all of these things are rigorous when people decide, hey, I want to be a part of this research, or I want to be a part of saving someone's life. When you raise your hand, hey, I want to be a donor for whichever one of these that I mentioned, they are going to go through a rigorous process to make sure that getting something from you does not contaminate the person worse than they currently are. The purpose of getting samples from healthy individuals is to save an unhealthy person's life, or a sick individual's life who is minus, whatever it is, the oxygenation in the blood. They need to get it from someone else, and so they got to clean out their body with a blood transfusion or plasma or bone marrow. Stool samples are no different. They're just not talked about as much, but they're on a rise. And that's because a lot of individuals have, for whatever reason, become deathly ill with C-clef. And that is a condition that is caused by having really bad gut health, and the microbiotics in there are not helping them. Um, they're not, the microbiotics in their gut isn't helping them produce healthy cells so that their body can continue to um, produce on a healthy level. And so therefore that's when someone like yourself, possibly yourself, will come into play, says, raise your hand, I would like to be a part of this research. I would like to help save this person's life or someone else's life. And again, this C-clef challenge comes from antibiotics. So the person didn't do it to themselves. They weren't born this way. And this can be reversed if there's a match. So the challenge arises when the person does become ill for whatever reason, and they have been taking antibiotics, and the antibiotics now have killed off their bad bacteria, and therefore have segued them into this challenge. So as I said, healthy stool samples can save a life, and if you would like to be on the receiving end of this research, you could possibly be compensated for your assistance if you donate samples that are healthy. And what they do is they extract the bacteria, the researchers, they extract the healthy bacteria from a healthy person's stool sample, and that basically somehow they are able to mimic millions of microbes that live in a healthy person's gut, they can now, um, what is it? I don't want to say the word wrong, but the the researchers somehow get the sample into the person that is in need, so it helps impact and regulate um, the area, so many areas in the unhealthy person's body, so that they can recover and they can be healthy and they can live a long prosperous life. But without getting at the healthy stool samples, of course, well, some people, well, from the research that I saw, which is very sad, most of them end up passing away. But it's a long, strenuous battle for them. So if we can help save a life by being first healthy ourselves, because I tell you guys this all the time, there are so many people that need you to be healthy, not just so they can eat right, but now we're on the end of people needing you to be healthy so you can help save their life. So I don't know how much, and the thing is, we're at this point now where you will be heavily compensated to be healthy, not just living a long prosperous life, but being a part of research that will change the course of somebody's life. Uh, and I don't think anybody that's ever in a situation where they're dying would say no to someone stepping up to the plate. And most often it's going to be I've it's very rare that somebody needs a donor that they end up being a family member. It ends up being a total stranger. And this is why you need to keep yourself healthy, because you never know who you're going to need, and you need to be happy, and you need to be kind, and you need to be courteous, because those things all play together. So when you are nasty to someone, that is a boomerang effect that comes back to you, and it may not come back at the same level in which you dished it out. But if you are on the receiving end of giving, God says that when you give, he will open up the heavens for you. That doesn't always mean money. He will fill your storehouses. Yes, that's money. But he will rebuke the devourer for your sake. That means that's a plethora of things. That could be you don't get sick. That means your family members don't get sick. And it could be to the point where you have shelter, you have a place to bring someone else in. And in this case, when you give now, and I look at this, and I'm not trying to make this a Bible study session or anything like that, but I look at it this way: when you do something at that magnitude, not saying all the other ones you can eat healthy, so you're training your children to eat healthy, so on and so forth. But when you do something at that magnitude, that always, in my opinion, opens the door for you to ask the person if they've given their life to Christ. And if they haven't, it's a really good way for you to walk them through, because you uh, are operating in agape to even do something at this level. Whether it's a stool sample, whether it's blood donation, whether it's plasma or bone marrow, you're operating in agape. Now, there are some greedy greeds, because all those areas, except for donating blood, you will be compensated for. Because I don't want to sound like it's a scary process, but it can be uncomfortable with the bone marrow, with the plasma, and giving blood. It can be somewhat an uncomfortable, unpleasant experience for some individuals, but you're still operating in an agape arena to do something like that. And you have to be healthy, because not everybody can do blood, not everybody can donate blood. Not everybody can do bone marrow, not everybody can donate plasma, and definitely not everyone will be able to donate stool samples. But what an awesome legacy you would be leaving when you're part of research at that magnitude where you can help save multiple lives. So the researchers believe the answers to treating serious illnesses may lie in the hands of certain individuals, stool samples, and for some, with healthy sample, researchers will compensate you, as I mentioned, for your health. Now, stay until the end because I am going to share with you um, um, some, I didn't do a bunch, but some areas that, some research areas that you can contact to see if you are one, healthy enough, two, how do you take a proper stool sample, how do you pack it, how do you ship it. So it's not a simple process, but it is a simple process once you understand the steps that you need to take. And then you will be able to determine if this is something for you. Because for some individuals, I don't care how much money is presented, that you may not be there where you want to save a life. It just may not, none of the four areas that I mentioned may not be of interest to you at all. But if it is, then these areas, the contact information that I will provide to you in a few minutes, please just check them out. Call them, ask a lot of questions, check out their websites. But keep in mind, the bottom line, what you're doing here is you're saving a life. And I cannot stress enough when I tell you all, being healthy is more than just exercise. And this, my friend, is one of them. When you donate blood, as I mentioned, plasma, bone marrow, and stool samples, you have got to have your body. I mean, it has got to be so well maintained. Otherwise, you think about how your current body is, and if you're not healthy, well, researchers are not going to do that, but I'm just painting a picture for you. You'll be giving someone else what you got going on in your body. Or look at it as if it was your kid or your husband or your spouse, which, if you're a man watching, wife, vice versa, or your children or your mother or your father. You want them to be healthy, but if you're unhealthy, you don't want to keep passing down unhealthiness. So that's why I tell you guys, when I give you stuff, do one, get into the habit, and then add on another one. Take about a week or two, get into that. Still keep doing what you were learning the first step, add in the second step, and so on and so forth. And make sure we're doing good right here. We have about 5 more minutes, so I'm going to wrap this up. But it is important. I'm looking down because I am reading my notes. It is important, again, that you guys, when you check out the websites, you ask the questions on a stool sample kit and how you need to go about collecting and preserving and shipping so that researchers can do their jobs. Because somebody's life is depending on the individual, the healthy individual that will step up to the plate. And again, I'm not saying this so you can be braggadocious, but I am asking you to, I am saying this so that you can be encouraged. That's why I told you guys about ways that you can get paid to walk. Now I'm sharing ways that you can get paid to help save a life, because it is so important that we help each other. We're all connected to each other. I don't care what your color, nationality is, religion is, we're all connected to each other. But all of this fighting and stuff that's going on in the world, kind of, it's like a diversion for people to remember that we do need each other. We really do need each other. And this is a really good example of how, if you can't remember anything else, people need each other. And when you're sick, honestly, people don't care what color you are. They just do not want to feel that way. All right. So Let's save a life. Let's be happy. Let's be kind. And most of all, let's take care of ourselves so we can be a part of research. So let me jump back into this real quick because we have about 5 minutes. And I'll let you know that the purpose of you doing the stool sample is because researchers need it. That's something that they can't do a genetically modified. They can't, with stool samples, they can't make that. They literally need it from a human person. This is not for children. This is not for anybody under 18. You have to be over 18. You have to be healthy. And again, check the websites. They'll tell you everything. They're going to do an interview. I mean, it's pretty intense, but you can do this. So gut health is so important, and you need to take care of yours. You need to, this is, and I've told you guys about keeping a journal. You keep a journal, you track, when I ate this, I felt like this. When I ate this, I felt like this. If it was bad, you know, to monitor, you want to monitor that. You want to tweak that. If you can do, if something that you ate made you feel horrible, then let's figure out a healthier version, an alternative where you can feel good about yourself. You really need to start. That's the best way to lose weight, guys. Take account and account of what you're putting in your mouth, accountability for being healthy if you want to be on this train of saving a life. Okay, now if let me see, with the research, they said individuals that have the C. diff, that researchers believe that if they can extract the healthy bacteria, which I think I shared with you on before earlier, from a healthy stool sample, and that's the word I was looking for, they will implant the healthy bacteria in the bodies of those individuals that have the C. diff. And it is a great possibility that if their body doesn't reject it, they will, they their life will turn around. And it's no different than any other organ. You know, somebody gets a heart, somebody gets a new liver, somebody gets a kidney. It's all, if the body, so they could do all of that research, and the person that needs it, their body can reject it. So I mean, I don't want you guys to you know, have second thoughts about it, but all of these things are possibility, even with the implant. All of this stuff are implants into somebody else's body, and it's basically so we can help the next human live a prosperous, long life. Now, let me see. Now, keep in mind, now we're getting down to the point where I'm going to tell you what to do. I did remind you guys, when you're donating, it's no different than all the other uh, reasons for people donating. It's simply, the purpose is to save a life. So now, here are the few places that you can contact research centers to see if they are in need of a stool sample. If they are not, they will definitely let you know when, because sometimes they get more than they need and they have to do the research on it. It's a lengthy process to pull out the bacteria, the healthy bacteria. So it's not like, you know, you get it and boom, boom, boom. No. So they may have more than what they need, but you can ask questions. When will you be opening doors to receive new samples? And they'll let you know that. You can go to https://www.humanmicrobes.org. The next one is Valley Research Company. And let's see what the other ones, Good Nature and Tempor. You can look them up, or you can call 1-800-IPOOP for you. And their parent company, Therapeutics, Good Nature and Tempa has a parent company called Therapeutics, and they've indicated that they will compensate, as I mentioned before earlier at the beginning of the segment, they will compensate individuals for stool samples. You just need to make sure that you adhere to all of their instructions, and you need to make sure that before you even consider this, be honest with yourself. If you know you haven't been doing what you're supposed to, this is not going to be an option for you. And this segues into this last point. This is the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year, you should be scheduling yourself for your annual physical. If you haven't already, yes, I sound like I'm scolding you all because I am. If you haven't already made an appointment for your annual physical, this is your reminder when you get off this segment. Please call your doctor. And a lot of times you don't even have to call your doctor. A lot of y'all can go right to the website of uh, whoever you're with. And most folks, I think, because MedStar Health is taking over in the East Coast region, and most of y'all's doctors are there. But wherever your doctor is, they should have a website, and you should be able to schedule an appointment online. If you are not able to do that, simply call them tomorrow and make an appointment, or the next day, whatever is convenient. But this is the time you need to do your annual physical. And once you get back your results, if you get a good, clean bill of health, then go and see if you can save a life. Take your paperwork with you. You can show it to the research center, and if it fits within their criteria, you will be on the next train of helping someone to receive healthy bacteria and live a healthy life. Whether it's a stool sample, donating blood, and right now they're low. American Red Cross, they need help all the time, especially when you hear about catastrophic weather hitting and impacting certain areas. Red Cross always needs blood, uh, bone marrow donation, plasma. Just think about those areas where you can save a life, and in the process of thinking about where you want to fit. Because if you are like, all I do is feel like you're on a hamster wheel, because all I do is go to work, church, school, or you're helping your kids with school, eat dinner, and then you start the process over. Okay, now let's change this. Let's make this year an impactful year where you're not on that hamster wheel, but you are really finding your pathway in this world where you're helping someone live a better quality of life. And with that being said, my friends, I love you guys, mwah, 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 to the moon and back. And until next week, I'm going to we're going to be doing some challenges, and one of them is the squat challenge. I adore squats, but you got to do 50 a day. And so what I'm going to try to be doing is actually doing the whole routine with you guys while I'm still talking, versus showing you and stopping, and I'm going to show you the proper way to do everything and all of the little alternatives on what you can do. But then I'm going to pick mine, you pick yours, and then we're going to hit it. I think that works so much better when you can see and you can count and be at the same pace doing it with me. So I'm up for the challenge. I hope you are. I am Sandy White from Simply Fit, the host. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe, like, and we will see you guys next week. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we record every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So you won't miss a segment. Make sure you set a reminder. Until next week, I love you guys. Talk to you later. Mwah.